Salute, salute, salute. All my generals, all my lions, all my real men, all my queens, all my lionesses, all my princesses. Y'all already know what it is. It's Lions and Men. Let's get into it. Kings versus Blood Wars. How the war officially started. Did somebody win? Did somebody lose that war? Before we continue, hit the like, share, and subscribe. We are not promoting violence or gang activity in any shape, way, or form, but we are providing you with actual details and events that took place on Rikers Island and in correctional facilities throughout New York State. The Blood King Wars. Those, a lot of the homies, not a lot of the homies. Salute to my homies. Like, niggas already know how I give it up. Like, those that do know me, they know how I give it up and know what type of time I'm on. So, I'm not talking to them. But I'm talking about the dummies. You know, every whip got dummies. My whip had dummies. Everybody's whip is not perfect. You know? You always got dudes perpetrating the fraud. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I don't know if dudes don't know the history. I don't know where they getting the information from to where they saying, oh, the Bloods won the war. And I guess what, the Kings just quit? Because let's keep it a stack. And for all my bros, all the twins is on here that's going to see this, y'all can help me. Because I don't want to fuck names up. I've done it before. I don't want to fuck names up on this because this is very important. And I did my research. I did my one-twos. And plus, I'm going through what I know because I was in the building. And at the end of the day, what I know is this. The war ended around the 2000s. Early 2000, between 99 and 2000, something like that. That's when the war supposedly ended. The reason I know this is because I was on the island. I was getting the paperwork and the kites. And the way that it was going down was this. Word got back to the bros that OG Mac, the Godfather, big homie at the time, for the Bloods, for UBN, OG Mac, reached out to twins, to bros, that held structure at the time, that held weight on the island at the time. In what building, I don't know, where this conversation, where this powwow took place. That's why I'm going to have the bros hit me up and help me out with that one. Because, like I said, I want to be very accurate on what I'm saying right now. Because I know I'm very accurate on what I'm saying. So, basically, the bros got kites. The Supremas, I might be wrong. I think Ill Will has something to do with this. Salute to the King, Ill Will. I hope he home. I hope he's safe. I believe Ill Will, his name just popped up into my head because I remember he was holding weight and he was Suprema around that time. So they sent out the kites to the bros like, yo, listen, the Bloods is basically going to have a powwow with us. They want to try to end the war. Now, this was because OG Mac, the head of the New York City Bloods at the time, reached out to the Kings. Not reverse. Nobody reached out to the Bloods. To my knowledge, there was not one king that sent out a kite to Mac or whoever was holding weight, Deadeye, and like Schemo, whoever the fuck was holding weight back then. I don't even think them niggas was even popping like back then. It was basically like OG Mac, Deadeye. You know, to my recollection, I would say around that time, Desperado, Sherm was still holding weight. But who was there in that group? How many of these dudes was there? That's why I'm going to need some of the twins and some of the real OG homies. Some of y'all real official homies that I salute all the time. They rock with me. Some of y'all can help me with this. You feel me? Because y'all should know. And I believe y'all do know that. So, salute to the homie Cross. I don't know Cross personally, but I will believe Cross will have some type of information on this also, because he was in the building around that time. I was in the building at that time. It was a lot of us that was in the building during the time when the war supposedly ended. And I say supposedly in quotations because at that time, just because the bros and Matt came to that resolution and I guess they shook on it. It took a while for that shit to trickle down to the Kings and the Bloods that were both putting in pain and just was like, what? Like, it was like enemies, like all of a sudden, you know, we're gonna stop. Like, this dude just cut one of the homies yesterday. What we gonna do? I'm like, yo, the bro with me just got stabbed by. So it was like, it took time for the war to really see any results, get any results. So the war possibly, I believe it was 2000 when the war officially stopped between the Bloods and the Kings. That doesn't mean that the Bloods was still not putting in work on certain Kings and Kings wasn't putting on work on certain Bloods because the animosity was too thick still during that year. Niggas wasn't just dropping their guns. But this is to clear the record. OG Mac reached out to the Kings. The Kings took the meeting. They have the meeting. They have their powwow. They chopping it up. They come to the conclusion like, yo, we both ride that 5. Y'all ride the 5-point crown. We ride the 5-point star. Anything that was against the 6, pitchforks and all that shit. So that was the common ground that the Bloods, the homie Matt, and the twin that he chopped it up with at the time. I ain't gonna start freestyling and remixing shit, so I don't want to start saying names and I'm fucked up. I don't remember who it was exactly, which one of mine. I know I wasn't there, but I was in the building, you feel me? I was in the building. I just wasn't there when they had this dialogue. But immediately after this conversation, that was what was put out there. The war's over. We riding the 5 now. Whenever the Bloods see Kings, we just hit each other with the 5 love. Or 5 up. Facts. This is 100% facts. Every motherfucking body that was Blood, damn near, and King, I'm talking about the large percentage of it, when we was greeting each other, we see each other. 5 up, homie, 5 up, 5 up, always 6 down. Facts. The Kings, there was gangsters, there was killers, there was real about this shit. The Bloods, there was gangsters, there was killers, there was real about they shit. Eventually put their shit to the side. And when they came across real niggas, everything was official. I'm living proof of that shit. And I'm going to tell y'all why. So, who won the war, lost the war? Bro, the war was over because motherfuckers came to the understanding that basically we both riding the 5. It's riding that 5 versus that 6. And you know the 6 is the Crips, the folks, the 5%ers for the most part. They ride a 6-point star, right? Then you got the Bloods, all of a sudden now in alliance and unification with the Land Kings, bro. That is a fact. The transition was crazy. This took place around 2000, like I said. I went up north 2001. I hit Attica by like 2002. I was in Wyoming by like 2004. When I was in Attica, the Kings and the Bloods wasn't banging on each other. Everybody played their position. Niggas wasn't really rocking with each other like that. But it was some homies that really was rocking with certain Kings like that. Certain Kings that was rocking with certain Bloods just like that. I was one of the big homies for the Stones. Was it the Stone? That was my son. I ain't gonna lie, I forget my nigga name right now. I used to call him Slim. He had the whole hood in Attica and A Block. My nigga was, I don't even think he was Gorilla. Yeah, Gorilla, yo. My son Slim had the whole hood. That nigga see me in the yard walking in Attica. He was like, oh shit. Hey, yo, Chulo. Hey, yo, Chulo, what up, my nigga? Yo, nothing but love, bro. I'm like, oh shit. What's up, my nigga? Facts. Straight homie nigga. That's my twin. Salute to Slim. I used to call him something else. I forget what it was. I used to always call the nigga Slim because he was a tall, skinny nigga from Brooklyn. Anyway. Living proof that when I hit Wyoming, when I finally ended up like, you know, I ended up getting status up. I ended up getting first crown in Wyoming. It was already a rapport that was developed between some of the kings and the Bloods that was in the back in Wyoming. And these were shooters. West was a real nigga. West was the big homie for the homies in the back in Wyoming. This is between like around, I want to say like around 03, 05. And it was love. Me and West was like this. West was like this with a lot of my twins. Yo, salute to Bucci, King Bucci, from Park Slope, from Brooklyn. He was in the building. He seen the vibes. Salute to my son, Heck. I'm always bigging them up. They was in the building when I was there. Salute to Cass. I mean, doing stupid numbers right now. Unfortunately, he's still in the belly of the beast. At the end of the day, that war was a war. Motherfuckers was getting shot on both sides. Regularly. Like literally, regularly, bro. On both sides. Did the numbers flip? Yeah, the numbers flipped. The homies got the numbers. The King started LKG and Bad Boy because of the Bloods. Maybe not Bad Boy. Bad Boy was clean up for the nation. But at the end of the day, Bad Boy and LKG started up because they needed niggas that were straight lines. Niggas wasn't falling back. Dudes was forming up, separating. Like, yeah, some niggas is soldiers, but not all these niggas is Navy SEALs type shit. We need Navy SEALs on our squad. Real talk. So, for all those that saying that Kings lost the war, God bless your heart, twin. The war was over because the big homies sat down together and realized that this shit was never going to stop. That's the shit that y'all not getting in y'all head. That if Mac would have not stepped up and did what he did, guess what? It still probably would have been popping. Crazy. It would have not stopped. He peeped that. He peeped like, yo, niggas ain't, some of these niggas is not going to stop. They started ending up all in the box. Not all of them, but some of them wanted to stay in the box. Because they couldn't live in population, twin. You cannot live in GP. You couldn't walk around General Pop like a nigga like me and live. Yeah, you got to bust your gun still. Yeah, you got to make it hot still. But you got to do it smarter. Now, the war is over. It's a wrap. Ain't starting no other war. I got nothing but love for the homies. But, you know, niggas need to hear the truth and facts on the other side. And I'm the one from the other side. Flip the script. Had two bros. Some bro called Cano, salute to Cano, and another bro. Respected them. I don't know them. And respectfully, like, I don't know what the fuck they talking about. I know what the fuck I'm talking about is facts. I know niggas like me was putting in that motherfucking work. And I know that everything that I did because it was for my nation and for my twins. And I was planting that flag and I wasn't trying to hear nothing about any of us looking bad. The war ended. When I got word that we over with the blood, like, what? Bro? I said, it's what? It's over. Get the fuck out of here. But it started toning down. The blood started getting the kites too. Now, certain houses, homie still wasn't with it. You know, come on. I mean, listen. Niggas ain't just gonna stop cutting each other, stabbing each other at the drop of a dime. But eventually, you know, we took L's on both sides, man. Ain't nobody win that war or lost that war, in my humble opinion. We lost soldiers on both sides. There's people buried under the jail on both sides. We got some of us is home now on both sides that's doing what I'm doing. Some people doing more. Some in the music industry doing different things. But we free now. We free. And the history that I'm telling you is just the other side of the story, man. It's the tail side of the coin. At the end of the day, it's all facts, never cap, lions and men. Y'all already know what it is. Hit the like, share, and subscribe. Let's get it.